Howdy ho everybody, Nancy D here with my week 19 reset video. It is June the 24th and it's a lovely sunny Sunday here. I hope it is wherever you are as well. So let's start with the weekly numbers. Last week I weighed in at 196.5. This week I'm weighing in at 195. That is a total drop of I think 23 pounds since I started about the third week of February on this little refocusing journey. I had a little bit of regain and that's come off and I'm moving forward. Yay. And it's slow, but that's okay. You know, I am 20 pounds out. That's how much I want to lose. My goal is to lose another 20 pounds. I'm going to talk about my whole plan in a minute here. So I'm okay with dropping a pound, pound and a half a week, maybe every 2 weeks. The reality is, as you get further out, the harder it is to drop. So as long as the scale is going down, we should be happy if we're still trying to lose a little bit of weight. Part of what I've been trying to do this last couple of weeks and what I'm going to continue to do is give out one tip per week on how to, what's helping me to refocus and do better. And something I sort of discovered by accident in the last few weeks, because my schedule has just been so incredibly busy, is that I would encourage you all to become reacquainted with hunger. Yes, with hunger. That probably sounds a little silly, but because of the schedule that I've had in the last little while, I've had several days where, for whatever reason, I didn't have food with me. Something took longer than it was supposed to, and I ended up not having food around to eat. So that resulted in a stretch of 5 or 6 hours when I couldn't eat, and I got hungry. Now normally I plan on 5 meals a day. I do breakfast, lunch, and supper. I usually do a morning snack and I usually do an afternoon snack. On occasion, depending on what time I had dinner, I may have a glass of milk or a yogurt in the evening, but I really try hard not to eat for 2 to 3 hours before I go to bed. And so for me, that's normally between 10 and 11 p.m. that I will try to get into bed. What I was finding when I experienced my regain, that part of the issue was that I had slid back a little bit into snacking more frequently, sort of grazing, or snacking in the evening after dinner. That was a big one for me. And so that perpetual feeling of hunger that I was experiencing was problematic. And I still struggle with that sometimes, but what I'm realizing is that we need to become more aware of what it actually feels to be hungry. Because are you really hungry? And I know a lot of people talk about head hunger and stuff, but have you actually given yourself the opportunity to get that biofeedback and see what it feels like for your body to be hungry, for your body to be at the point where it's telling you, I need fuel now. And so unless you're somebody who goes hypoglycemic or something like that, like I'm not a doctor, but this is just what has been working for me. I discovered what it was to feel really hungry. So what I also discovered is sometimes what I'm mistaking as hungry is not hungry at all. It may be that I haven't drank enough water that day. It may be that I haven't had my coffee. I drink a lot of coffee, and if for some reason I have my morning coffee and then I don't have any more coffee until much later in the day, I get that perpetual gnawing feeling, and really if I have a cup of coffee, I'm happy, right? Could be stress. I've had a lot of stress in the last few weeks between work and waiting for this blasted plastic surgery appointment. Could be boredom. So what is it? Are you really hungry or is it something else? Figure that out, and I think that it's difficult to figure that out unless you actually know what it feels like to be hungry. Okay, so the other thing I want to talk about today is my plan. I posted a video on Friday about my plastic surgery consult, and so I want to talk about my whole plan for the next couple of years. I think it's really important to have a plan, and going to that appointment, even though I knew that I had a bit of a wait ahead of me before I could actually have my surgery, has really helped to crystallize in my mind what it is I need to do to get to where I want to go, right? Somewhere I read that writing down a goal is putting a timeline on your dream. And so in fact, that's what I'm doing. I have another 20 pounds that I want to lose. I plan to do that by this fall. Before the plastic surgeon will put me on the waiting list for surgery, I have to be a non-smoker. I will be on vacation for most of July, and so when I get back from Ontario, I will be quitting to smoke. That will give me about 10 days before I go back to work, which is a good thing because work is always stressful, so and it's difficult. There's a lot of smokers at work, so I will be quitting smoking by the end of July, which means by mid-August it will be about a month that I've been smoke-free, and I will be calling the plastic surgeon to tell them I am now a non-smoker and I want to be put on the waiting list. It's elective surgery, so the waiting list is 12 to 18 months. That'll put me into early 2014, which gives me plenty of time then to focus on toning my abdominals and my whole body as much as I can until then. I have incorporated some toning exercises into my regime of 4 to 6 weeks of cardio, 4 to 6 days of cardio a week. So that's my plan in regards to, I'm doing three days a week or so of toning, just with 5-pound weights. I don't want to build bulk, I just want to tone. Different leg exercises, sit-ups, push-ups, lunges, all of that sort of thing. So that is my plan. And the brachioplasty is the other procedure that I do want to have done for sure. He doesn't do them, and it is a self-pay. So I will shop around for that, and I believe by early 2013, not early March or so, I think of 2013, I will have that done. And yeah, so that's my plan. And last but not least, I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to me recently. There's been a lot of new subscriptions. I also want to say that I'm sorry, but I'm really far behind on videos. This last couple of weeks I haven't had a lot of playtime. What I have been doing is watching videos while I'm on my treadmill in the mornings or after work. And so when I'm doing that, I can't always comment. But there have been some really fantastic videos. If you haven't plugged into them, there's a new site here on YouTube, Back to Basics. That's the word back, the number 2, the word basics. That is a weekly vlogging or daily vlogging by different people each day on a specific subject, and they're just fantastic. But what that's also done is plug me into a whole bunch of new people. So I encourage you to go there. They're all about supporting one another, and just positivity, and that's a good thing. And of course, all of my regular subscribers, there's just been a whole bunch of really great videos. Everybody is doing so great. So I just want to say, keep it up. I am watching, and I apologize if I don't always comment, but if there is something in particular that you want a comment from me, or if you have any questions, please send them to me. I will always answer them, either in the comments below if you comment on a video, or in one of my follow-up videos. So that's about it for this week. I hope that you guys are all having a wonderful weekend. I hope that you're taking care of yourselves and taking care of each other. Make a great day.